Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Donna Feazell, and I'm your host of Donna's Edge Television and Radio Talk Show. Thank you so much for watching every day, Monday through Friday, beginning at 2 p.m. on the Eastern Time Zone as I get to ride home with you in the afternoon. You can find us on television, syndicated on Abundant Television, found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. Don't forget the podcast now on the newscasters.com. And listen to us on the radio. That's the biggest country station we got, I think, here, and as far as I'm concerned, the biggest one we've got here in South Carolina, WZLA 92.9 FM on the dial. And you can find us there on Saturdays. And that will be at 9 a.m. in the morning. But again, thank you so much for watching. We definitely appreciate that. Continue sending email. You can ask Pastor Gregg. It makes my day. When I receive an email from you, I just go to pieces because I'm so glad to hear from you. Anything you would like for me to do some research. I'm the original geek. I hung out at the library in school. I was quietest in Who's Who, all that. So I love research. So you are not bothering me one bit when you send email to me. So appreciate you so much for doing that too. I have Pastor Gregg with me right now, Gregg Lohner. And Gregg and I are buddies now.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to have you on. And I know you've got a Christmas play coming up at the church, but before that, let's talk a little bit about the church and some of the things you're doing in the community right now.
I'm sorry, doing what?
Yeah, what are you doing in the community right now?
In the community. Okay, well, right now we're having a hard time keeping our blessing box filled up, which is a good thing. As I've told you all before, we have someone that looks after that like 3 times a week, and so that's keeping her busy. Emergency food assistance. I've got a call I've got to take care of here in just a little bit to provide some groceries for a family. So those are big things that we have been trying to help people out with food. But this church, again, we are so mission oriented, mission minded, and stuff going on all the time around here, trying to meet the needs of people.
Yeah, and you guys do just an excellent job doing that.
Thank you.
Now you have a podcast. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so on Thursday nights at 7:30, we have Level Land Live. Of course, our church is in the community of Level Land. We have an IVA address, but the Level Land community. So it was just laid upon my heart to kind of get Level Land out there and put us on the map. And so I have just been able to meet so many different people that I had never met before, that people tell me about would be good guests to be on. And lo and behold, it's like every single person that I have to come on just seems like they're made for being before an audience like we have, and just sharing what God is doing in their life, what he's brought them through. We have lots of singers that have come as well, some Southern gospel groups, and sometimes just kind of common, ordinary people in churches that sing every once in a while. So I'm just having the time of my life, and have had some top-notch people from Myrtle Beach, Pigeon Forge in the singing industry and play production industries. And so, just like I said, I'm just having a ball and look forward to every single week with Level Land Live. It's on our Mission Baptist Church Facebook page.
Don't you just love technology? I mean, this is why you guys have a much bigger outreach, really all over the world.
Yeah, I would like to say, even with the walk through Bethlehem, I know you and your husband went to that last weekend, and one of my Level Land Live programs was with one of the deacons there at the church. And, I would hope that we were a part of the word getting out for more people to show up last weekend than ever before. So that's what it's all about. It's not really about our church. It's about lifting up other people, giving them an opportunity to share again what God is doing in their life, and just reaching people far and wide as best we can with the saving knowledge of Jesus.
That's why I love what you guys do, because it's not a competition with you. I mean, we're all on the same team. And I've seen some churches compete with each other, and I'm like, aren't we all on the same team?
Yeah. I mean, everything that I seek to do is to build other people up, and that's what we're to do in the body of Christ. You know, Jesus prayed that we would all be one, and so that's just always been important to me. I don't see denominations, you know, I see people looking to Jesus, the author and finisher of their faith, and we're all trying to reach heaven together. And it's so much easier to do that when we do it together as opposed to separately, be it through denominations or what we believe about various doctrines and things like that. If in Jesus we can agree, then that's good enough for me. That's what matters most.
Well, I think your interview with the walk through Bethlehem was probably one big major reason they had so many people, because they were telling us that this is the biggest crowd they've ever had. It was like a record breaker. How
Yeah.
many people were there the night you went?
Well, see, I didn't make it. I intended to go last weekend, but I did not make it. But in years past, I have been the past couple of years, and the guy said that they had the past couple of years maybe 7,000, but this year it was up around 10,000.
Wow.
And of course, the Friday before, I interviewed him on a Wednesday. The first weekend, that Friday, it was called off. So for them to catch up, having that night of rain on Friday night and way top um, the attendance from all the years so far that they've had it, glory to God. But it's very possible that several people watched that and
Mhm.
word spread and they came out and saw it, because there were thousands of people that watched that.
Oh, we went on Saturday night, and I think was it Friday or Saturday?
Friday.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was incredible. We were in the last group to go, and
Mhm.
I mean, people were just backed up, and they were adding several hundred people, per, and they had to. And then we
Mhm.
got there thinking, well, but we'll be right in. We waited over 2 hours, and it was worth it. It was worth it every minute. But they were so accommodating, and I like how organized it was with that many people coming in, and they didn't turn anybody away. I
Yeah.
mean, we still got to go through, even waiting 2 hours, and it was just organized, and it was warmer, but they had the fire pits going, so people could warm up, even though you were waiting. You got to
Yeah.
meet people and talk to people. So that turned out really good too. But I just had a great time.
Yes, ma'am. And I could just sense with that guy that I interviewed and everything, that if they had a bigger crowd than usual, that they would adapt and adjust. I mean, he seemed to be really confident in no
Mhm.
matter what the crowd size or whatever. So, I saw a post that they put where he described in detail all of the different things that they did in order to make it convenient, even though there were a whole lot of people there for the attenders. So, great job, well done. And to be able to sit down again, um, being a Baptist pastor with a Mennonite, and to just talk to one another like we've known each other all our lives. I just think it's wonderful when the body of Christ comes together and helps one another out and find those common ground things that there's no need to bring up any differences, because you find out that you've got the main thing, and that's belief and faith in Jesus Christ in common, and none else matters. And so just a great, great interview. And I'm so glad that they reached so many people. And like I shared with him, there's no telling how many people are impacted by the things that God leads us to do in our churches if we're truly doing it for Him and for His glory. We won't know this side of heaven all of the many people that have been saved or been helped in some way, but we'll find out one of these days. And I believe God's going to reveal those things. He'll reveal those things openly. And the thing about it, none of us now or then can toot our horns, because we're going to lay down our crowns at His feet anyway. To Him be all the glory. And if that's not where our our heart is and what our motive is, then, I just think it's all for naught. Even attempt to do things for God. It has to come from a heart that's open to giving him all the glory. And so, if you're looking for a church that operates like that, we just want to glorify Jesus. We want to glorify God with our lives, with all that we do, because he alone is worthy. You know that Christmas song, for he alone is worthy, Christ the Lord. And that's true. And we need to live our lives as such. And every word and every deed, do all to the glory of Jesus Christ, the Bible says.
Absolutely. We're going to have to go into a commercial break. But before we go, I wanted to mention this one thing about the walk through Bethlehem.
Yeah.
So when we first got there, they gave us these little tokens, and we had to pay taxes to the Roman soldiers.
Yeah.
So I
that
thought
was scary for me the first time. I was like, oh my.
I got to pay taxes. So,
yeah.
So we did. We paid our taxes to the Roman soldiers. But anyway, that was pretty interesting. And then the end of it too. I mean, everything was just great. And they gave us some hot chocolate, which was very loved. And but now we went on the night that wasn't so cold. They had said the Thursday night was his worst night. I mean, it was just terrible cold. But anyway, people still endured it and stayed it. Nobody, as far as I know, nobody turned and walked away. I mean, they put up with the cold and everything. So, and the talent there was just way above exceptional. I mean, it was. Right. So you got to walk around and see Mary as she was being told, that she was going to birth Christ. And then you walk around and then you see the marketplace and the choir was phenomenal. My granddad was
that's my favorite.
Oh my goodness. My granddad was a music director. And so I told Phil, I said, my granddad would have just died and went to heaven if he'd had a choir like that. I mean, they were just awesome. Okay, let's hurry up and go into a commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about your Christmas play. Twin City Used Car Sales has been serving drivers in the Northeast Alabama area for years with a quality selection of late model used cars, SUVs, and pickup trucks. On top of our extensive selection and competitive prices, we offer professional auto financing services for used car buyers of all credit levels. Whether you've just begun your search or you're ready to secure your next vehicle, at Twin City Used Car Sales, you will drive away with the vehicle of your dreams. The sales and finance staff at Twin City Used Car Sales looks forward to serving you, and you can apply for financing online before your visit to our used dealership in Gadsden, Alabama. Check us out on the web at twincityusedcars.com or go by our location at 901 First Avenue, Gadsden, Alabama. We sincerely look forward to serving you. At Lamone's Mexican Restaurant, located in Henniger, Alabama, and voted Best Mexican Restaurant of DeKalb County, Alabama 2020, we're here to serve you with authentic Mexican cuisine. Order easily online by going to lamonsmex.com or call 256-657-3999 to place your order. We're open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Whether you're celebrating a cozy date night for two or a celebration for a crowd, at Lamone's you'll love our atmosphere and friendly servers. Thank you for dining with Lamone's Mexican Restaurant. At Liberty Bank, we're all about community, whether it's to help with a charity fundraiser or help families in need. Toys at Christmas or a local football team, we're here for you. You see, we realize the importance of family. Sometimes it's to build a new home or necessary home repairs. We're here for you. If you like the feel of a small town bank with all the conveniences of a big city bank, we're here to serve you. You will find us at any of our convenient locations in DeKalb, Marshall, Etowah, and Blount counties in North Alabama. You can call and speak with any of our friendly staff at 256-659-2175 or check us out on the web at libertybankal.com. And thank you for your support of our community. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Are you ready?
We all wonder what tomorrow will bring, but the future lays itself at the feet of the prepared and surrenders to the will of the persistent. It's not easy, but today shapes you so you can shape tomorrow. With Northeast Alabama Community College, when the future asks if you're ready, you can answer
yes.
Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
I'm excited to announce our Christmas extravaganza is finally here. Get this season's flannel sheets for as low as $59.98. They won't last long, so get them while you can. Our famous My Slippers, they haven't been on sale for over a year. Regularly $119.98, now only $59.98. Our 6-piece towel sets are back in stock with extremely limited quantities, only $29.98. With hundreds of MyPillow products, there's something for everyone on your Christmas list. Bathrobes, duvets, quilts, down comforters, and so much more. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to save on all MyPillow products. For example, flannel sheets for as low as $59.98. Or our 6-piece towel sets, just $29.98. But that's not all. I'm extending our 60-day money-back guarantee until March 1st of 2025. Plus, all orders over $75 or more ship absolutely free.
Good afternoon. We are back. My name is Donna, and I am your host of Donna's Edge Television and Radio Talk Show. You can find us on Abundance Television, found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. And don't forget the podcast on thenewscasters.com and on the radio. It's country station, WZLA, and I love being with them too. I mean, everywhere we're tickled. And I want to thank everybody for all of our sponsors. We've got some new ones. We're about to go ahead and talk about those pretty soon once I get everything arranged for them. And I'm just so excited about all of that. And I know you guys are too. And you're the reason we do what we do. And again, thank you for everything. I have Pastor Gregg with me right now, and you are going to have a Christmas play coming up, and it's going to be this coming Sunday. You want to talk about it?
Sure. So it's at our regular time, 11 o'clock, when we normally have service. And I have heard bits and pieces about it. I've heard who's doing what and things like that. And it's going to be kids of different ages, lots of small children as well. So with that, you never know how things are actually going to turn out. So it's going to be very interesting. And so my soon-to-be wife, her family is the ones that have been working on this during Sunday school and during the worship hour. Normally have children's church, but the past few weeks they've been working on the Christmas play. So I don't like to know a whole lot about the plays that are coming up because I want to see it firsthand the first time when they perform. But from what I'm hearing, there's going to be singing, there's going to be some portraying the Christmas story, and some drumming to the little drummer boy. And it's going to be unique. Going to be some cute little things that is going to get you in the Christmas spirit for sure. So please come and be with us. We're going to have finger foods afterwards. So make plans for that as well, to stay with us and enjoy some good finger foods. Our folks are great cooks and always put out the spread. And so you don't want to miss that. So 11 o'clock this Sunday, right here, Mission Baptist Church. We're about halfway between Abbeville and Anderson on Highway 201. There's like 3 different ways you can go to Anderson from Abbeville. You can take 81, you can take or 71, and that actually runs into 81, which goes to Calhoun Falls. So 71, 28, or 201. So we're 201. And we'd love to have you. Just come and be with us. Bring the family.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a fun time, I'm sure. Let's kind of go back in time just a little bit. Think about when you were a kid. Were you having a Christmas play?
Yes, I'm sure that I was. Oh, I can't remember any specific ones in church for some reason, but I do remember some at school.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's an exciting thing for a kid. I was in a bunch of them, but the one I remember the most is the one where I'm supposed to be serious, and I started laughing
Yeah.
and could not stop. I mean, I was about 11 years old, silly little girl,
Yeah.
and quiet, but there's something about being in a play excited me. So I loved being in it, but I was supposed to be a blind girl.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm sitting there just looking straight ahead, acting all blind and everything. And so I was a rich blind girl. And so the girl another girl was being a hairdresser. So she was fixing my hair and trying to put my hair in braids and all that kind of stuff. And I happened to look over at this man this man, we just loved his family. I mean, they were just wonderful. So he was trying to make me laugh, and he succeeded.
Ah.
And so, yeah, and then I started laughing. Well, then the whole church was laughing because I was laughing. And so, anyway, and kids remember all that stuff. So, if
Yeah.
you have kids, and I would encourage them to be in a Christmas play at
Yeah.
church. I would definitely in a school plays too, because and even if you make a blooper out of it, like I was common at doing, they're still going to remember that. But I still remember what it was about. I mean, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of laughing. I shouldn't have done that. I thought I was going to get a whipping when I got home, but I didn't.
Yeah.
And but
Oh.
kids remember those things. They remember plays they were in. They remember vacation Bible school. And sometimes kids will lead the parents to come to church.
That's right.
I've seen that happen a lot.
Yes. Yeah. People want to be a part of something that makes a difference, not only in them, but in other people too. So we need to expose our children to those types of things. And, that brings me again back to my church, which I love to talk about. So we had a couple here Sunday that was here for the first time, and they're younger. I don't believe they have any children, but they're of parenting age. And as I just shared about the service opportunities and things that we have here, you could just see them lighting up. So if you're looking for a church where your kids are going to be exposed to opportunities to serve people one-on-one, in person, roll up sleeves and actually do work for the kingdom of God, we'll give you plenty of opportunities to do that. And you don't just find that everywhere, but here, people that come here know that we get down and we get with it with the people that are not your typical average people that would come inside of a church building, and that's okay. They need ministry too.
Absolutely. That's what church is for, is to welcome folks in.
Yep.
And I'm glad to see you guys do that. I wanted to ask you a question because I know you guys have many outreach programs in the community, and we talked about some of that just a little bit earlier in the show, first segment. Are you guys looking for maybe folks to donate or maybe volunteers to help with some of the programs you have?
Yes, ma'am. We sure would love that. We just had a couple of big fundraisers. So we have been used to generating the extra funds that we need on our own. So yes, we're always in need of additional funding. We do have some donors that have contributed. One I talked about on another program that we did together that's pretty reliable to pitch in and help out every quarter. So that's awesome. But yes, and the guarantee is that when you give, your money is going to go to help with our missions, our ministries, our outreach. And it's not going to be used for any other purposes other than for what you designate it for. So if you want it to go to the food ministry, give it to the food ministry. If you want to give it to the children, give it to the children. Miss D's deals on groceries. We do that every Tuesday. And I've got donors for it that from time to time say, hey, I don't need the food myself, but I want to buy 3 orders, and I want you to give it to people that you know of that have needs. So there's all kind of ways that you can help us to help others. And like I said earlier in this broadcast, it's obvious that there are many people that are struggling. Christmas time is bad enough with people trying to make ends meet, buying Christmas gifts and things like that, but also this cold snap as well. People are going to have to be paying heat bills and things like that they haven't been having to pay. And so I am thinking that the month of December and January and probably into February are going to be rough, and we're going to be scrambling around trying to help as many people as we can. So chances are there'll be a windfall as far as some income coming in, and so we would be glad to receive any donations that you have to help us out.
Absolutely. Do you guys, if someone has gently used kids' clothes like coats and maybe shoes and boots and stuff like that, would you accept those and hand those out to families?
We would be glad to take those in and get them to a place. I haven't felt in my heart, just due mainly to storage capacity that we have here. For now, we're limited as far as space, but I personally would be willing to either go to someone's home, pick things up, get it where it needs to go. If you live close to level land in our church and would have a hard time with transportation getting it somewhere, I would love to be a part of that as far as that aspect goes. But intake here and distribution, we just don't have the space for that right now. But if you want to buy us a building, we could do more and more things for sure.
And I'm sure you would too. I'm sure that'd be a lot.
Yes. We've been looking for another building for the longest, but the ones we've been looking at are like the modular buildings. We already have one, and we really need one about double that size, but we're having a hard time finding any of them for sale that are compatible with state law as far as being licensed in the state of South Carolina and built by owners that are approved by the state of South Carolina. So if you happen to be listening and you know of a building out there that meets that criteria, well, we might very well be interested, because we've outgrown our space and we're looking to get bigger buildings or extra buildings, what have you, to be able to do more things, which I'm sure would include clothing intake and things like that.
That sounds good. Okay, Pastor Gregg, we've got to go. Talk again one more time about the play. What time, where it's going to be? The play is this Sunday. That is the 21st, and it is at 11 o'clock, and finger foods will be afterwards. I'm sure it's going to be great. And if you don't have a church home or want to slip away or whatever, come on over. We'll be glad to have you, make you feel at home. Sounds great. Thank you for being with me. And thank you guys so much for watching. It's always so much fun to be with you every single day, Monday through Friday, beginning at 2 p.m. on the Eastern Time Zone. Again, thank you so much. We'll see you next time around. Bye-bye.
Donna's Designs offers a line of handmade memorial, wedding, and keepsake jewelry that launched back in 1970. I'm a self-trained jewelry designer, and I will work closely with you to create unique designs you can love and treasure for years to come. Whether that be flowers that were used in a funeral arrangement or stones you found on the beach at a memorable trip, call me at 256-659-4319, and let's think of the possibilities.